Hi guys, Sandy from the Paddle School here. In this video today, we're going to talk about a shot that we see a lot, particularly at higher levels, and players ask us about this shot where the ball comes into the glass and the players play immediately off that side glass. So the ball literally goes an inch or two off that side glass and then they're hitting it as a return. So in this video, we're going to talk about when you would use this shot, but also how to hit this shot confidently and consistently. If you struggle with the side glass and also you want to improve your game, please click subscribe. We have about 80% of our viewers for all of our videos that are not subscribed. And if those people could subscribe, then we can actually end up showing this to more players and developing paddle internationally. So in an ideal situation, the ball comes in with enough angle that it bounces away. You've got enough space from the glass that you can actually have a proper swing at it, and you've got time to have a good preparation and hit a good consistent shot. Now that is the ideal scenario, and normally with the return that is the case because they're serving from the back of the court, which gives you more time to tell the trajectory of the shot, and also you're starting from a stationary position. So from here it's easy to get into position. It's a lot more difficult if you're scrabbling around defending the ball and they're at the volley and they hit a fast ball into the glass, or you might start close to the glass and then you have a lot less time. So I know a lot of players struggle for the return, but most of the time with the return you'll have a ball that bounces away for a rebound and it's actually an easier shot. So the times you would use this shot is when it's a disadvantage to let the ball come after the glass. Now that might be because you don't have space to step away, or it's coming too fast and you don't have time to step away, or the ball might bounce and you know where it's going to rebound and it leaves you right on this back glass. Those are all times when you would step across and you might take that ball after the glass like this. Also, another time is when you want to get in the advantage in the situation. They hit a shot there, you can see there's a space and you don't want to delay, you want to hit a nice early block shot after the glass that will put you in a good position. As a side note, this is why we see higher level players aiming their serve for this intersection here, because at that level, when the ball rebounds, even if it's fast with slice off the front part of the glass, they have enough time and space to hit that ball quite comfortably. The difficult ones are when they come into the glass here, because if they were to let that rebound, they would be right at the back glass where they don't want to be. And also if it's quite fast, then there's less space for them to step in front and hit that shot. So this is where we do see this sometimes on the return, is playing after the glass like that. Now, when it comes to how to hit this shot, you want to go from your ready position. You want to have a normal take back, so a normal early take back into this position. Get yourself into the right position. You want to have a normal swing speed, but it just wants to be slightly delayed because you've got to think that that ball is going to hit the glass and then come away. So it's actually adding a little bit extra kind of ball distance than it would normally, yeah? So in this position, that ball comes into the glass and you just want to time your swing a split second after the contact, yeah? So like you would do normally, just slightly later, and then when you hit that ball, make sure you follow through the ball like you would normally do. This is a real confident shot. The problem happens when players kind of jab at this ball and then they don't get enough on the ball, and then it's very difficult to kind of hit a solid shot, yeah? So from this position, you want to get back, have a nice smooth swing, delay it slightly after you would normally, and swing through the ball, and you just need to practice this to build up confidence. The reason that high level players use this shot is because they've practiced it a lot and they've built up confidence with this shot, and also to some degree they can be accurate, they can aim to the right parts of the court, but even the World Padel Tour players would agree that it's easier for them to be accurate if they allow the ball away from the glass and they have a little bit more time, then they can be a lot more accurate, whereas this shot there is more of a kind of fast block and you don't have that same kind of flexibility with the shot that you would do normally for the rebound. So in that case, you would also find the same for your game. If you get the chance, allow the ball to rebound away from the glass, and then you'll have a much better chance at this shot. There's only going to be a small percentage of shots that you need to take straight after the glass. Now, to help you with your return, and this is the same both on the forehand and the backhand side, I'm going to put 2 return videos on here, and here we talk about how to allow the ball away from the glass and where you should be moving to hit that shot.